Sorry, a bit of modification on the camera angle. Right, today we've got a box full of goodies, thanks to MMC. Oh my god, and I've just thrown them all out the bag. No, just a bag of screws. Just a bag of C screws. Oh, yeah, okay. So what we're going to be doing today is trying to do stuff with me Orlandoo. And there's a few little things I want to change. I've put the battery at the bottom because the CG was a little bit high. So what I've got is loads of stuff. And what I want to do is maybe add some suspension. Some upgraded suspension. So yeah, that's kind of like the only plastic thing left, and I believe these are like metal upgrades. Got all the upgrades. So let's look at them. Look. Let me old tyres. Old tyre. And these are my new ones. Lovely jubbly little things. And they're slightly bigger than if you look at the width. So yeah. So today that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be getting a box of Orlandoo stuff and cracking this open. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it because it can't be that difficult. How hard can it be? I don't know. So right, 2 bags, or 1 bag and 1 little thing there. Ooh. Right, one looks like the top, one looks like the bottom. I don't know what I've got to do first. There's no instructions, but I'm just going to pull that out there. Pull it out. Let's have a look at these suspension spring things. They do look good, but I've got different stiffness suspension things. So let's have a look. Hello, Michael. Welcome to whatever this is. It's just doodling, talking to myself, and playing with little remote control car things. So yeah, don't know what I'm doing, but these suspension things look, I don't know if you can see that, they look wider. Do. I'm trying not to mix these up now. So there's 4 in there, 4 in there. There's the man himself, and yeah, I want to stiffen that up a little bit because that's really heavy. That's really heavy now. So these are the 3 bags of upgraded things, and this is, I don't know what it is. So what I'm going to do is just pull them off and start putting them together. And you're going to go, no, don't do it like that. But I don't care. I'm just going to twist it. So I twist it, I'm just going to twist it off. Look, there you go. Look, nice. So that's 1 bit. And there's a, I'm just going to twist this. Oh, that was a satisfying click. So, right, well, let's just tidy them up a little bit. Tidy up the little notch bits that sort of like come off there. Just sort of like, right, okay. So there's a little bit of like, I don't know what they call it, like a rip or a tear. If I just go like that, and then it sort of like tidies it all up. Don't know if that's what you meant to do. Got these little bits there. What do I do? Oh, look at that! Oh, these are wicked. Right, so I didn't even notice, but look at that. They're adjustable. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Right. So I'm guessing this screw goes somewhere. So that must go. This must go in there like that. Right. Before I do that, I reckon I'm going to do a bit of super lube. Super lube. Right. No, this is dry fit, I reckon. So let's just dry fit it. That feels like. Oh, hello. Hello. Salty duck. Hello, salty duck. That suspension feels really nice, and it's quite stiffer than the wobbly ones back there. So let's put a bit of grease on there. Look, I'm just got a big blob of it come out there. Right, let's just dab a little bit on there, shall we? That'll do. Super lube, Riley, free, hello, and right, wash. There we go. Right. Oh, it feels even better now. So, yeah. Ugh, got it all over my fingers. Put a dab on, and I'm guessing that bit's the top bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that bit on there like that. So let's wind down the adjustable bits and screw that puppy on. See how easy it goes on. That was pretty good. Pretty good. I kind of want to put them on a little bit stiffer than that. You're gonna don't wince at me, right? But I'm just gonna gently hold that and just nip it up. Yeah, I'm nipping it up. There's not too much stuff there, but I just wanted to nip it up. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna throw the suspension on this in the bag. Maybe what I'll do is take one of these shocks off and then compare it as we go. So let's just pop one off. Oh my god, where's my magic screwdriver? Oh, it's not even a screwdriver, it's a thing, isn't it? What are them things? Right, no, it is the magic screwdriver. No, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. Right, okay. Let's oh my god, that's really stiff. It's off. Okay, so that's the one off of the standard one. That's got a little spacer on it, so it's slightly adjustable, I suppose. So, but not as adjustable as that. That is like really adjustable. Right, that'll go on there like that. These do feel stiff already. Hello, Ricky. And put some tape over the jaws. It's like one of them things, isn't it? When you look, there's no marks on it. I was doing it gently. I'm like the plumber that uses like them little adjustable spanners, but they don't break the chrome or scratch the chrome. I'm like one of them pros. Oh, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? It's going to be one of them things again, isn't it? Where I'm going to have to. Do I have to like knead that in there somewhere? Is there one of them secret little things? Because I'm holding this spring back and it's like, oh my god. I'm allowed to donate $499. You can donate whatever you want. There's no refunds, money back or guarantee. No income tax. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that this needs like bedding in or something, doesn't it? Do I need to like set them in? Because there isn't a screw hole there. Oh no. Or is it just me being a sabalabalabala? I don't know. Yeah, right. What do you need? Like an M2? Is that an M2? It's not even an M2, is it? Right. Right. That's the old one. That's the new one. Perseverance. Put a bit of tape over it. Let's listen to the pro. So put a bit of tape over the jaws. Put a bit of tape over my jaws. Shut me up from waffling to myself. Right, let's put a bit of tape over the jaws. Because I'm not feeling confident today. Done too much tiny whooping stuff. And I don't want to damage anything today because I'm on a roll. Right, tape over the jaws. I'm gonna pinch that and then push the hell out of it. Or shall I use that one to sort of like bed it in a little bit? So I can at least hold that and then go, come on, twisty. Let's twist a bit like we did last summer. Yeah, no. It's kind of wonky. How the hell? I should have thought about this before I started this because I'm going to make myself look like a complete douchebag. What are you building? I am building suspension things. Suspension things for the Orlandoo Hunter AO3. Kits available at MMC. Let's have a look. Alright, can I push this on a little bit more? Oh, did it bite? It bit, but it was a bit wonky. Oh, no. Alright, let's try it that way. So try that way and go cat-candid. Cat-candid like that. Oh god, this is hard work. Surely there's got to be a better way. Is there a better way? Oh, no. There we go. Wasn't too bad actually. Right, okay, so I think I've seated that one in because that looks alright. Okay, yay. Right, okay. Alright. You know what happened? I've put this spring down and it's pinged off. 1, 2. Oh no, these two are. That's like joint together. So I've still got 4. The spring hasn't sprung on my springy little live stream. And I'm going to probably have to do all this again when these suspension things are not like sitting right. So yeah, that went on. That went on lovely. That went on lovely, Gov. So, oh god, I had to do this right. I need to hold that like that. Tighten that while holding the spring back. And then, how far back do I go? Oh my god, this don't feel right. Right, there we go. You know what I should have done is use needle nose pliers. Oh, got a set here, haven't I? Got a set of needle nose here. Needle, and I'm going to tape them up. Don't want to damage anything. So, let's just cut myself off a bit of tape. There's zero preparation to this. It's one of them spontaneous things that I've just gone, right, I need to do this. Gonna do it. And it just gets done. That's what I like to do. Get things done. So, oh, is that the wrong way? No, that's all right. That's a bit stickiness there. Right. Okay. Well, it kind of looks done already, doesn't it? But there's still a little bit of gap there. So you got this. Technically, you could use that part of the original one as a sort of... Oh man. Okay. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to do that. These are all like fancy metal bits. I want to keep them all fancy metalified. There we go. That's much better. Look, got much better grip now. So just gonna do them all the way up to the top. I've got to do this 3 more times, by the way. Oh, right, okay. So, okay. Oh, look at that. Nice. So that's the original one. Can we do a side-by-side comparison? It looks shorter. Why is it shorter? Is it? Do I have to get my measuring device out? No, that's roughly. That is the same length. They're thicker, aren't they? They look thicker. I don't know about the bounceability. They feel really smooth. I've got to give it that. They're like ping, poppity ping. That's the end, I mean. It's the same. Okay, bye, Ricky. Yeah, good point. So, but the thing is, I don't want to undo these. I can just throw them back in the box and then do that on the super new build. Once I've done that, I can do my new one because I've got 2 do's. 2 do's? I've got loads of do's to do's. I haven't. I've got 2. Right, so that was good. That was 1 down. So let's put that there. Job done. And that was actually pretty good. Pretty easy. So let's twisty. And now we've got the needle nose. I reckon it's going to be a piece of cake now, because I can just go needle nose, give it a bit of the old push and twist. Yeah, look, straight away. Yeah, I do recall someone. Hello, Jay Uso from Ireland. Brady. I'll call you Brady. Brady. Is that twisting? That's twisting. As I'm twisting it. It's twisting as I twist it. I don't want to push it any harder. So let's right. That's almost on there, so I'm gonna have to unwind it all back again. And then we get the old super lube out. We like a bit of super lube. Super. I can't even undo it now. You know what? This one actually worked better because I could grip it and then undo it. Is that going to work? Yeah, see, that was a lot easier. Right. Okay. So we get the top bit. No, we put the top bit on the bottom bit. Oh no, have I done this wrong? Hang on a minute. No, I think that's right. So there's a bit of unthreaded bit. Yeah, and that wouldn't thread on the top. So the unthreaded bit goes at the bottom of the bit with the little bit. If you catch my drift. So we're gonna twist that on there like that. And then we're gonna get a needle nose and then just give it a little nip. Just gonna nip it up. You don't need too much, I'm guessing, because it's like plastic on metal, isn't it? So that ain't coming undone, and that's nice. Right, okay. And then we got that little bit there. I come from Dublin. Rod, there you go. Should we call him Stuart? Now, would you lube the top or the bottom or the middle? I'm guessing the top bit, because that's the bit that's going to be sliding inside the little metal bit, isn't it? Because that little bit there is going to be sliding in there. So, right, okay, rod before you screw. Let me have a think about that. Let me. Oh, my train of thought's gone really funny. Right, okay, rod. So if I rod that like that, that ain't gonna work, is it? Because I'm gonna put that in there and then rod it up and then screw. Oh, you mean put the rod in and then screw the top last? Is that right? Is that what you mean? Rod before screw. I like my way better. It's all the same outcome. There you go. It's got a nice little bit of nice little bit of Rod Stewart there. And rod before screw. Oh, have I just cocked it up? That's what I've done, haven't I? That's what you meant, wasn't it? Rod before screw. Because that goes in there like that. Rod, and then screw. Gotcha. There's a swear word. There's a swear word there. I'm gonna have to unnip this now. God, blimey, bloody amateurs, eh? Bye, Ricky. Bye. Right, anyway, there you go, Rod. Here's Rod. And I'm gonna call this one Baby Jane. It's Baby Jane. He lives quite close to me. He's a local. I've got all this super lube on my fingers now. Finger. We do like a finger. Look at that finger. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna wind that back. Oh, spring has sprung. Wind that back. Do that. I'm gonna be really cheeky now and just kind of hold it and do it with my finger. Fingers. I reckon I can gently do that just to get it on there. Yeah. Okay. Another one is hold that back there like that, and then just tighten this one up. Hopefully it don't slip. It's not slipping. And I'm letting go. Yeah, that was two. Oh yeah. So let's have a side by side. That is pretty cool. Look at that. So yeah, this suspension, I've taken one off of the back, so it's a bit wonky. That's two. So I'll do the back. Let's do the back, and then we can get a back and front comparison. Let's just pop these on there. You're gonna wince at me now and go, oh my god, you've just clicked that in and you haven't prepped it right or something. Oh god, right. Hopefully, please just click. There you go, that was a nice click. Now, the dilemma is I've got a little tie strap there and I've got two holes. There should be three holes. There is three holes. Do I go for the top, middle, like inside, outside? Oh, look at that. In fact, right, so that's the one that I've just done. And that's the, yeah, can you feel the resistance? Yeah, I know you can feel the resistance through the screen. But I think, wow, that just feels so much better. It's like a lot smoother than that. Not much, but I don't know, it does feel better. So let's pop this puppy off. Pop this puppy. You're gonna get down, use a screwdriver because you're gonna bend the plastics. And I probably will, you're probably right. It's my first do. Or it's kind of like the first and a half because it was plastic and now it's all metal. And Kieran's here. I've managed to convince my dad to build his one. Yes, finally. I'd also recommend preloading the shock as much as possible as it is a heavy beast. But what about the mega springs? Would they not help? Mega spring? He said, hi, Clive. I'm calling Clive the drive because he's driving us, yeah, little man, to Birmingham. Clive the drive. Oh, see what I've done there? Look, I've got a screw in the inner, and on there it's in the middle. So I need to change one of them. If I can find my little doodary thing. You know where it is? I know where it is. It's in the box of magic. There we go. Look at that. That's what I need. The question is, do I do that? Yeah, let's put it in the middle. The front one's in the middle, so the back one's going in the middle as well. There we go. Let's get it out. Get it out. I was a bit worried that this cable tie is gonna sort of interfere with the suspension travel, but I don't know. It might not. It seems to. Sorry, everything's upside down, but there you go. It does move, so I don't think it's going to affect the suspension travel. Just get me finger in there and pop. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, look, it's sort of. Wish I could give you like a lower down thing, but if I can, like, it does bounce. It sits there just right. That's got no. Maybe it does need a bit of preload, but we can play with all that once we've done the other two. So the back with the heavy 450 milliamp 2S battery is done. So yeah, I like that. I do like that. That's a worthy upgrade. Very worthy upgrade. So you've got standard and new metally, sort of half metal, half plastic. I think the springs are probably better. They seem a little bit thicker and longer compared to the front. But we already determined they are the same length. We hope they're the same length. Are these things the same length? They've got to be the same length, haven't they? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do a bit. Just gonna blitz this out now, right? So we're just gonna do two. Let's just get these bitten down while we're at it. Otherwise, we're just gonna be beating around the bush. And hopefully, I've got the knack of it now. Oh, there's a little. Yep. Okay. Oh, so much easier. I think they might have been pre-drilled or had the little threaded thing on there already. But I've watched a previous live stream from somebody who's an expert at this, and it's not me, and he had a little bit of trouble doing stuff like this, so I learnt something new. You should go and check him out. He's in the chat. He's Mr. Max Man Cave. As long as you don't get eaten by the Daleks. But yeah, well, that's it. It's off. Right. Okay. Let's not try and get ahead of ourselves, but we're just gonna pull it off. That's done. That's satisfying. When you do that and you look at it and you go, yeah, you know what? There's nothing on there, so that can go puching in the bin. It's not. It's going to sit on top of the roof rack before I throw anything away, just in case. So, right, we learnt from the previous error. Yeah, rod before screw. So rod. I'm pretty sure I should really put this grease like further down, but it's just for a little bit of lubrication. Okay, so that's one done. The rod's in, and screw. Just I'm gonna nip them up again in a minute. A little bit of grease, and then find the bottom, and then we're gonna rod up. Oh my god. I've lubed everything up so much, I just haven't got a grip of things, it just slides out. It's so slippery. Too much lube. It's too. Can you have too much lube? I don't think you can have too much lube, can you? Right, okay, so that's a double nip. Double nip. And I don't think I even screwed that one in that much, so let's just do that. And yeah, that's about right. There you go. And then what was the advice before? You said do something before something or another. Let me look back. Do also recommend preloading the shocks. No, okay. Gonna do that afterwards because things weigh a bit differently, don't they? Like each wheel, if you think about preloading, right? So if that side's heavier, you want more preload than on that side, and then you can kind of balance it out. Like if you're sitting down and kind of like you could put like this, you could even put the scales underneath each. I'd love to have like 4 scales. You know how they do, like, and have a proper 50-50 setup or whatever's good for that. It's going to be more rear bias because of the battery, but yeah, all these little things that you kind of want to play with. And these are little things. Like that's my finger or thumbnail, and this little thing is so tiny, but so satisfying. So we're gonna screw this one into that, and not by much, just as much until I can't do it anymore. And then while we've got the spring back, we're just gonna grab that like that. Try not to damage the old damper rod, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they're called. There's probably a proper name for it. But there you go. Yeah, lovely. It's not a McPherson strut, is it? That's something else. McPherson. Who the bloody hell is that? Something like that. I know what what's the other thing? The steering thing. Ackerman. I like that. Ackerman, whatever you want to call it. That's quite interesting. If you're into the car thing, Ackerman. And that's sort of something to do with the steering. I'm not going to try and explain it because I'm not a car guru. I just like doing things like that. Right, so yeah, they're the same length. Lovely jubbly. And there's, what's his name? Job would say, sound as a pound. And we're just going to wind the preload all the way back because we're going to adjust them later on. It still hits the bottom bit, doesn't it? It kind of bottoms out. But I'm guessing it needs to bottom out because it doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose everything needs to bottom out, but it's good. Right. So front shocks, and they're in the middle one. So I've got to pop these off. They're the used ones. I'm just gonna do these with my fingers because I can. That's the plumber bloke, isn't it? B.A. Lumber. B.A. Plumber. He says, because I want to and because I can. He's quite a funny guy to watch. He should have given me some sort of like affiliate thing to speak of him on my channel. Oh yeah. Right, I'm liking this suspension thing. Okay, so let's before you say it, I've got very delicate fingers, so no damage will be done to the do. And if it does, I know where you can get all the parts. Literally. Right, now I've always, what are these little things for? Do they go at the front or the back? I've always had them pointed inwards. Right? I don't know. don't know what they're for, so I always had them pointed inwards for some reason. There's a satisfying click when you put these suspension things in. If I can get my little fingers in there. There we go, job done. That was 35 minutes you're never going to get back in your life, but ooh, just the way it sort of sat down there. Let me put you there, right? But when you put the suspension down, it kind of just, that feels nice. That's pretty good. I like that. So let's put the body on. This is sort of like a dry fit. And then we can see what we need to adjust with the suspension. 6 foot drop test. No, my little puppy. I still haven't repaired him. I've got I was going to say a washer wiper, a windscreen wiper missing, and a door mirror. It's not a door mirror. It is a door mirror, but some people call it a wing mirror. But a wing mirror would go on there, and a door mirror goes on the door, so it's actually a door mirror, isn't it? Or is it attached to the? No, it's attached to the door. Yeah. Don't call it a wing mirror unless like your mirrors are on the wing. So yeah, that's like one of them things when people say then and then and where and when. You know, like the incorrect English thing that I always complain about and always do it myself. Right, okay. Oh, you're putting the body on, you've got to take it off. No, it's not difficult. But, that's sitting really well. Alright. Oh my god. Right. Okay, so if we all listen to the man in the cave, he said, I'd also recommend preloading the shocks as much as possible as it's a heavy beast. Right? And yeah, it is a heavy beast. The front's okay. I reckon it's sticking on that bit of tape. The front's alright, but I reckon maybe we could put bigger springs on the back with a little bit of preload, and maybe oh yeah, okay, so I reckon we're gonna go upper set with the fancy springs on the back, because there is so much weight on the back. I don't know if this is a proper test, but it comes out the scales are coming out, because it's all just one big science experiment. So the back wheel's 104 grams, and then let's see if this is gonna make a difference. Yeah, so I reckon there's more weight on the back. So I reckon thicker springs on the back. Oh, where's that gone? 16? 104. Did I have both wheels on there? Let me just reconfirm that. Both wheels? Yeah, they're all on there. So yeah, there we go. So I reckon there's 40 grams more on the back. So that does constitute thicker springs. I'm gonna have to take it all apart again. You've sat here and listened to me waffle, and now we've got 3 types of springs, maybe 4 types of springs that we're going to play around with at the back. So we can do this in pairs now, so it's alright. So we already know that there's 40 grams more weight on the back. Don't forget, when going downhill, your weight's going to go to the front. So do all of them. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, because on my FCX 24, if I can pop this thing off, I've got a lot of weight on the front. The battery goes at the front and literally no weight at the back, and I think that it handles really well. But I still think maybe the front should be softer, just to compensate for like maybe load. But then yeah, I should listen to you. You're a pro, so I listen to the pro. I'm going to take that little bar out so I can get to this shock. But I can't get this out. There we go. Right, so we got to do the old twist the roof thing again. See, one little 5-minute job turns into a big job, doesn't it? Because we're perfectionists and we want the best handling Orlandoo in the world. We've already got the world's smallest HD DJI 4. Ooh. So is there gonna be a difference? Do I put the big thick, like look at them ones compared to them ones? Them ones seem like kind of standard. I should get them out really, shouldn't I? Get them out, get them out. Alright, compare them to the, I don't know, they're shorter, but they're a lot firmer. I like the look of these ones. So, alright, so they're the same length, but they're like a bigger coil. I've got them out of that pack. Did I get them out of that pack? Yeah. Well, we've got the really stiff ones, heavy set. That's the so the heavy set, I'm guessing, will be that one. It's just moulded. Look, it's just morphed into one big spring. I think there's 4 of them in there. Right, let's they feel springy, but there's 4 of them in it. Alright, let's see if I can undo the unravelable. How the hell? I can see what. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? No, don't go in that one. Oh, that one's the heavy set. I've put a light one in the heavy set, that's why. Oh no, this is confusing. So what one's a standard one? And what ones are these ones? Right, I haven't touched them. I'm not gonna move them. Right, let's have a look. These ones look really big. Right, and how many have I got there? I've got 4 of them. So let's lie them up the top there. So we've got rows, and then them, and then these ones are like turned into some sort of key ring. Oh, they're really soft, they're really soft, they're really soft, they're really hard. So I reckon we're going with the bottom ones. Oh no, I thought I nearly lost that bit. Right, bottom ones, right. So them 4 go in that pack. I'm gonna keep them there. Tempted to put them ones in the front and have the really heavy ones at the back. Let's try that. Welcome back. I've been sitting here for 45 minutes waffling to myself and to you lovely viewers out there. We've learnt quite a lot so far. we know that we've got 60 grams at the front of the Orlandoo and 100, over 100 grams on the back. That's really stiff now. Yeah, I like that. And that, there you go, a bit of ASMR. That's a proper shock. It's a proper shock. So, poppity ping on there, and then try not to get that. What I don't want to do is have to reset my shafts, which are all lined up now. Didn't know about, you know, matching them, whatever you do. But yeah, definitely, that definitely feels better, that shock. So let's ping this one off if we can, without damaging it. And just set the shaft. Yeah, lovely, lovely. So we've got to get this one off. And then this one's going to go ping, ping. I'm going to stick that nice one up there. We're going to preload. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. That was a good one. I forgot about the preloading thing. We could preload some of the like medium springs. I'm guessing they're medium because one of them felt lighter than the one that I took off. So the medium one with a little bit of preload, or just the stiffer one without the preload. Let's see how it goes. It's all things, isn't it? You just can't do things once. You have to do things 5 times. Usually I revisit things about 4 times. I'll do the same thing and I'll go back to it and I go, no, I'll improve on that. I'll improve on that. We can improve on that. Oh, that is so stiff now. The car. Let's stick the body back on because that also weighs a little bit. And then we can see where it sits. The front is going to be a little bit saggy naggy because it's still got the other springs on it. But yeah, that feels good. And now the clearance is good. I reckon you could probably put maybe a little bit of preload on the left hand side, but it's sitting well. It's sitting well. I like that. Whee! It's cute, isn't it? Look at it shake his bum, look. Boing. Boing. Sit there for hours doing that. In the front. Ooh, 5 foot drop. Don't want to keep doing that. But yeah, it's kind of like the front feels alright. If I put anything on the front, it's going to sit higher, isn't it? Yeah, definitely needs more on the front. We could add preload. We could add preload to the front, or we could just put them springs on. I reckon what I'm going to do is preload the back a little bit, stick the heavy springs on the front, but no preload. And then, yeah, because that feels really good. That just feels really loose now, so I Off we come. Off we come. Here we go. Oh, God, no, I just spent ages putting these on. And now I'm taking them all off. At least we know what springs are on there. And hold the spring. There's like, if you do this on a real car, you couldn't do that. You just imagine like you've undone one of like the top struts or whatever, and then you let go of that. It's just gonna go ping, like, and then whack your face off. So they have these special like clamps. They called the springy clamp things. They scare the hell out of me, like helicopters. Helicopters scare me as well. Like real ones, remote control ones. They're like the work of the devil. Let's get this done. No damage was done to these shafts because I taped it up. And I can't wait to see this on the course. And there's going to be mega upgrades because what you see here is the analog one. And as you know, I've just showed you the other plain one, and that's going to be the digital one with DJI 4. Can't say it without the devil voice because you're selling your soul to the devil with the DJI stuff. But an 004 unit will be spectacular on one of these little things. Yeah, the front, that feels better already. So, and the other thing that I can't wait to see is the centre of gravity difference, because I had the battery on the top tray and it kept tipping over. So now that the battery's at the bottom, the centre of gravity should be a lot lower, and I'll show you once I've done this spring, it tilts. Like you can get a lot more roll angle before it decides to topple over. I think it's probably more than 45 degrees. I remember one of my other bigger crawlers could get to about 40 degrees before it tipped over, and this one has got a lot more than that. So let's put that puppy on there. I've got 7 minutes and then I'm gonna hopefully get this done and not bore you lot for too long with my little voice carrying on waffling about little remote control Orlandoo Hunters, the AO3 kit. Look at that. Yeah. Right, preload. I'm going to preload some of the back already, just because I know that it needs it. And I reckon we're going to add... Can you see what I'm doing now? I'm just turning that little thing down. How much shall I give it? I usually just kind of measure little things. I'm going to give it quite a lot, I reckon. Like a screwdriver length. That is quite a lot. Maybe that's too much. So that's like all the preload. That much preload. Look, I can fit the screwdriver in that side. Is that going to be too much? That's too much. That is far too much. I can't even compress the suspension. So I need something else to kind of measure it on. Just needs a little bit. What about that screwdriver length? That looks good. So that's probably, yeah, about that much. Whatever the line of that is, I'm going to do on the other side. So it should be 50-50 on each side. It shouldn't be like wonky. Everything's all flat, mostly equal on both sides. A little bit more. There we go. Stick it down. Wow, that is really stiff now. Maybe that's too much as well, but the front feels good. Right, test fit again. But before we do that, we're kind of happy that all the springs are on there now. So I've got 2 there. I don't know what I did with the other 2. 2 here. And I've got 4 springs there. So there's a possibility that I might use these springs with these shocks on another one, which is going to just be plastic, and it's going to have this top on there with the analog. It's going to be light, it's going to be standard, but it's going to be cool. So yeah, there's my bag of stuff there. Let's put the top on and then wrap this little video up of the suspension upgrade, which I thought would take about 5 minutes. It's taken an hour. It's been a fun hour. I've learned something new, and you never stop learning. And it's all, I found that learning new stuff recently it's been a lot of fun. Right, so that feels, 6 foot drop. It actually feels like it could handle it now. So yeah, that is, it feels spot on. Even where I'm pushing it down now, like it feels like the middle point is the way. And of course got a little bit of suspension there. So as I say, with CG is, let's try and get the camera straight. And if I put it over, it does get a lot more, maybe not 40 fps, but yeah, it was like pretty much falling over straight away. But yeah, that is, you can get a bit more angle, I reckon, about there. See, yeah, I reckon that's more than about 45 degrees, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I've got a measure of thingy which tells you the angle, but that actually is sitting really well on the back. Look at that. That just looks, that's a worthy upgrade. That is a really worthy upgrade. And of course the new tyres fit these metal wheels so nicely. Like, look at that. That is one cool looking thing. And you wait until you see the upgraded one. So this is obviously my first one. I'm going to be doing another one like this, and I don't know whether to call this one, this one's going to be called Yin, and that one is going to be called Yang. And yeah, you can just imagine that that's going to be silver, that's going to be black, that's going to be black. I'm tempted to do the roof rack silver as well, and then just inverse everything. So we're going to have a yin and yang, and they're going to be brothers. But that, I really want to get a battery charged up now and get the little puppy up there. So yeah, maybe on the next one. But I've been waffling for an hour now, and it's been fun. The suspension's done, and that didn't mean to rhyme, but have fun. Hey, there's another one. And I'll see you on the next one. So thanks for watching, everyone. Give us a little thumbs up if you're feeling nice and stuff. And yeah, I'll do more of this if you enjoy it. See you later. Bye.